So yeah, you just finished the shoot like today.
Yeah, like just 10 minutes ago.
So what's going on today? Like what's
Thank you so much. I'm gonna send me your email. I'm gonna talk to you tonight. Shelby, Angel, London. Thank you so much. KENIECE. Oh, I like that. I forgot your name. Olivia. Thank you so much, ladies, for helping out. Nice to meet you. It was so nice. I'll see you guys in the future with Brooke. Yeah. Right. Okay. Y'all be safe. I'm so sorry. Like you literally came and it was like just ending. Okay, so I'm from Connecticut, and being from up north, New York lives about an hour and a half away from where I stayed. My godfather stayed in Brooklyn, so every year I would go to New York for winter break and like summer break for like 3 weeks at a time, and I absolutely loved it. But I had a single mom, so she wasn't really able. I wasn't really like a fashionable kid. Never. Like that's why people back home, they're probably looking at me like, you're a stylist. How? Because you know what I mean. Like I always had the eye for it, but I never really was able to indulge. When I went to college in Memphis, is when I moved down here. I came to college not for fashion, not for anything. My major was sports management. I played basketball my whole entire life. Like I'm a tomboy. That's kind of where that whole tomboy thing comes from. You know what I mean? The tomboy thing comes from I'm used to wearing sweats. I'm used to, wearing sneakers. Like I don't even own heels because all my life I played basketball year round. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm in college and girls are dressing up and wearing tight dresses and shit. And I'm just like, I don't even own none of that. Like, are guys not going to like me because I'm just like this? And then that's kind of where I just started doing it more because I was like, well, F that. There's probably mad girls just like me, you know what I mean? Thinking that they're not getting no dudes or they're not pretty because they're not wearing tight dresses and heels. So I'm like, well, I'm a rep for the girls like me. So that's kind of how it started. And then I was able to have my own money. So I was able to shop the way I wanted and started to buy shoes and clothes the way I wanted. And I just started kind of being known for being like fresh, being swag. Like that was kind of at first. So then people wanted to just start shooting me and stuff like that for different reasons. Like, oh, well, yeah, I'm taking pictures. Let's do a shoot. Like, I have, I guess, like a nice face or whatever. So people kind of just, whatever. And really, I always tell people, like, whatever you're into, just get into it. Like, my major was sports management, but sports wasn't fun for me anymore. I liked being around my friends who were, like, going shopping, or, like, my friends that were, like, taking pictures, or, like, even just talking about it, or even, like, music. I just got into a whole different artsy scene. And through that, I'm very religious. I think God just sent it to me, like, because I never wanted to be a model, never wanted to be a stylist. It kind of just fell into my lap. And then I started doing photo shoots. And then, now this is where the directing comes in. I would do a photo shoot, get my makeup done, I'll pick out my own outfit. The photographer might pick a location, the location is crap, horrible lighting. Then I do another shoot, I'll pick the location this time, but I'll let the photographer pick out the makeup artist crap, or something like that. So I was so tired of putting so much work into something and then one little part messing up and now the whole thing is crap, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of a control freak. So I was like, well, I'm gonna just do it for myself. Like, I'll pick my own location, I'll get my makeup artist, I'll get my photographer, so that way I know I'm not wasting my time. And then people started seeing me doing that and they were like, oh my God, can you give me a photographer? Can you style me for the shoot? Can you? Because you did so great. Because they'll say, well, where'd you get the idea for your shoot? And I'd be like, well, I kind of come up with them myself, you know what I mean? And they'd be like, oh my God, well, who styled you? Well, those are my clothes, you know what I mean? They'd be like, oh, well, where's the makeup artist? How'd you find her? Well, I reached out to her and she said, yeah, right? So then they were like, wow, I wish I could do that. So fast forward to today. It started out with fashion and models, and KENIECE helped me style me for my photo shoot. But then I kind of saw, I'm an opportunist, you know what I mean? I want to maximize. I saw an opportunity where businesses or artists or brand people who need pictures for like their website, or need pictures for like a music video, or need pictures for like business cards or promo, you know, they needed styling. They needed a photographer, they made makeup artists. So I do both. Well, so the tomboy thing, even to this day, I kind of get people who are like, and they don't tell me to my face, of course, but she always do tomboy. I don't want to do tomboy. Why shouldn't I do tomboy again? And that's kind of, you know, first of all, every artist has like their style. And you can definitely be diverse and have variety and dive into different styles, but you know what your style is, but that's your style, that's true to you. And that's kind of something that I won't change, and I stick really hard by it, because I think too many times girls are pushed in the other direction to be sexy, to be revealing, to be, and if you want to be that, yo, cool. I'm never throwing shade on that. I just don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's mandatory. You know, as a woman to feel sexy, I have to show off my cleavage or wear something that show my butt off. Like, no, I have a boyfriend and he loves me in my sweats. Or not even just him, but any guy. And I like to just show that off, even though some people may think it's redundant. I think the other half is more redundant than my half. I'm going to do it on purpose, like more hard now because y'all don't want me to. And like every day in my inbox, a girl's like, oh my gosh, like I've always wanted to dress like this, but I just thought nobody would like me. You inspire me to dress the way I want to dress. Like that right there is it. Like, especially as a woman, you know, as a black woman, beauty gets defined so many ways, and I don't think people realize how it's tough. It's tough to be a woman and to grow up in a world where this one thing is pretty, and if you're not that, you're looking at yourself like, you know what I mean? So to see somebody else getting 400 likes on a picture, she's wearing sneakers and, you know, a jersey, and I call it glamorous tomboy. Because like in person, even though I think, so tomboy sometimes can have like a negative connotation. You're a dyke, you don't like to be cute at all. Like I kind of give it a different spin. Like, no, I'm a tomboy. I like to wear sweats, but I also love to get my eyebrows done. You know, I also, you know, do girly shit. Like, you know what I mean? Don't put me in a box. It's almost like an oxymoron. And that's why I say all the time, glamorous tomboy. You know what I mean? Tomboys can't be glamorous. No. Yes. So did you see my birthday shoot where I wore the all red? It was kind of a sexy shoot. I'll show you. And I did that on purpose because I was going to do something really rebellious and go real tomboy. But then I was like, you know what? Let me show me being sexy and still being a tomboy.
This one?
That's my birthday shoot.
Alright, it's lit.
Right, so it's still like really sexy. You know what I mean? Not sexy, but still like, oh, there's another one. Right, still sexy, but it's like I'm not. I'm still wearing like a man's jacket, like, you know what I mean? Like, and I know it's gonna create controversy. Like, I know you saw my Huffington Post. Did you see the Huffington Post?
Sure, yeah.
Right, like I cause a lot of controversy. That's kind of just me in general. I'm a controversial person, even like outside of the art. In my everyday life, I always bring up topics that are pretty controversial. Like, what do you know? I don't know. So with the post and with my style, people a lot of times have a lot to say about it. But I think that's what art's supposed to do. It's supposed to create it's not supposed to be, oh, well, everybody loves it, so this is now art. No, it's art because I like it. And I want to share my opinion on what I see, or, you know what I'm saying? It's not for you to agree. It's just for you to look at, criticize or
take it in.
Right. So like one thing that's really cool about what I do is I learn something new like every day. And I know people say that and it's like real cliche, but like with fashion and style, something new comes out every day. Like you're like, wow, I like that. I would have never put those two things together. Like I would have never done that. So recently one of my biggest discoveries that I've been thrifting, and I talk about it a lot and people just don't get into it enough. Learning how to, you know, look good on a budget. And I think for my clientele and for my age group, you know, 20 to 25, that's very important because a lot of us are starting our own businesses. A lot of us are entrepreneurs. We want to look the part, but we can't afford, you know, Fendi, Gucci, you know, all these things that are really superfluous. You know what I mean? So I discover new ways of always making my clients look good. I discover new little thrift stores or new little avenues on how to really make their clothes affordable for them and still be styling. You know what I mean?
True. That's great right there.
And then like with directing, it kind of, I'm naturally bossy, so I'm a Scorpio. And I never really had like a place where I could be bossy and it'd be like acceptable.
So you feel that,
right? It's like so, and it's almost people love it when I'm bossy and I'm directing. Like, you know what I mean? They're like, no, can you give me more? And I'm just like, oh, that wasn't too much. Like, it kind of gave me an avenue to be myself. And I tell anybody, like, wherever you feel comfortable, like being yourself, that's the start. It may not be it, but that's definitely the start. Right? Like, I don't know if this is it with directing because like especially being in Memphis, like. And not even on no cocky shit, but I'm probably one of the first creative directors, people that called themselves a creative director in Memphis of my age group. Not all time, because there's definitely probably older people or people that I do not know about, but in my age group, in my circle, you know what I mean? I was kind of the first person to be doing creative directing, so most people don't even know what it is. Some guys don't like it. So being a female director is interesting. I've had male photographers feel intimidated and not tell me they're intimidated, but you can just tell them the way they act towards me. I don't need you here, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, I was asked to be here. I got paid to be here. Like, nah. But as a man, I definitely see, in like I said, even in Memphis, you know, being subordinate to a woman, you know, taking her directions. It's kind of like, it could be difficult for some men, you know. And then I'm small, and then I'm intelligent too. I'm not talking like a ratchet person. I'm intelligent. I'm using words they may not understand. You know what I mean? They may feel like I'm demeaning them or whatever, and it's like, it's not that. It's just I know what I want. They hired me for the job, so can you please go right there? I deal with that too. It's not all, it's not all glam. Like, people think I just hang out with people every day. People go on my page and they think that I'm just hanging out with models all day. Like, you guys my boyfriend, like, I'm always on my phone. Like, I'm always in space thinking about something like, what's gonna be this, what's gonna be that, what's gonna be this. So, but to grow and expand, I think being a creative director isn't the end all be all for me. I definitely am really big on like women empowerment and big on creating avenues for like black female artists to have jobs. So being a creative director, I definitely have access to that, but I kind of more so want to maybe go into like having my own like production company or like modeling, where I, you know what I mean, where I can.
It would be just expounding on what you're already doing.
Right.
Another level.
I don't know yet though, you know what I mean, because I'm also very social. I'm very into like, you know, doing events. I hosted the fashion show 2 years in a row. I hosted the NAACP Awards.